Okay. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Music. Is music too loud? Are we just blasting music right now? Do I need to turn this down? I mean, we'll just straight up mute it when we get into the campaign and we have our own campaign music going. Yo, what's up, Panic? I'm literally gonna be talking to you in like 2 seconds. I don't know why I just got that hyped, but okay, let's. There we go. Okay, wow, is my microphone just absolutely blasting? By the way. I feel like, I feel like my microphone is just absolutely blasting. Hold on, yeah. It's a tad loud. Let's. Okay, test. All right, I guess we're just gonna have to like, I don't know, borderline shout a little bit. That's okay. Are they out of their league game? Hold on, let me see this. No, they're almost out of it, but not quite. Oh, yo, Panic, are we getting the D&D cam today? Dude, I feel like I need to move this. Why? The camera, the Dungeon Master camera. Yo, are we coming? Are we? As soon as we start. Okay, sick. Yo, are we gonna? Dude, hold on. There's gotta be. What on earth, dude? Dang, I kind of want to move like my picture of Flint. They look like they're done? Okay, I'm undeafening. Yo.
Yo.
What's up?
Yo.
Okay. We've done it.
What have we done?
We got stream up. We got the Max POV. Sorry, the Panic POV. Didn't mean to use your government name.
How dare you use my? Actually, it's not even my government name.
Yo, you just doxed him.
It's not even my first name, so it doesn't even matter.
Wait,
just
true.
It's not your first name. What?
Wait, no, you all know this, right?
No.
Oh, this is like the day when Charlie's
This is
like,
news
you know my
to
name's
me.
not Charlie,
Okay,
right?
okay,
We're
I'll
like,
dox
"Oh!"
myself. Wait, no, I'll dox myself. My first name is Steven.
Yeah, I have no
What?
idea.
Yeah. I kind of dude, I've been calling you Max for so long. I totally kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, my middle name is Maxwell, so that's why I
Yeah.
go by Max.
That
But you go by Max, right? Like that's what you go by.
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
so when I was born, my aunt was divorcing a guy named Steven, so my mom just kind of kept it hush hush for a little while and called me Max.
That's wild.
And then it stuck, and so they're like, well, we'll keep it. We're not gonna
It's
change it."
fine. You just remind me of the person I hate most.
Yo,
Whatever.
new panic lord just dropped.
Yeah, seriously, the new lore.
The Panic Lord finally comes through.
I know, that's insane. Are we all
Yo, the
here?
writers are insane.
I think we're all here on time.
Bro, you changed your name and picture at the same time, and I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, in Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell is this dude?
Oh shoot.
He's ready to RP, that's all we know.
True.
Wait, dude, I have
So
like
good.
2 half-drank water bottles just chilling here on my desk. Y'all ever do that? Just like,
Only 2?
You have 2?
how many do you got?
I only have 3.
I
He's
do
like, who
that,
drinks
but with
water?
vodka.
I
don't have
got
any.
I got 4 and I got 2 extra empty ones.
Empty ones, I probably have 50.
Oh no.
Why are you
There is
guys
water
so
I wanna-
disrespectful?
Can I see a
You guys are
picture of
so
this actually?
disrespectful.
Of all the water bottles?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
his room is
Yeah.
so
Send me a
bad.
picture. Hold on. I gotta see this.
It's not even
Wait.
that bad. It's just water bottles.
Quick question. Who in here cares about the environment? I'll answer.
Hey, we
None of you
recycle ours.
motherfuckers.
We recycle our
Yeah,
water
we
bottles.
recycle. Hello.
You better get a fucking Brita filter. How about that? Huh? Get a Brita filter.
I mean,
Just-
the
you got all
plastic
these
water
plastic
bottles, they're
This is
getting
my
made
water
anyways, so they might as well recycle them.
Yeah,
right?
bro. It's like
Oh
I didn't order them
God.
like special
There
request.
it is.
You
See,
know
there-
what?
see, a man
You know
of
what?
culture. A man of culture has arrived. That's
Yo.
what the fuck I'm
That
talking
is
about,
wait,
bro.
are those stickers on that bottle?
No, it's like a matte like cover on it. It's
Oh,
really
that's sick actually.
Yeah, you guys could be cool like that. Instead, you guys are drinking fucking water bottles, bro. Enjoy your
Bro, I
enjoy
almost
your
got my feet in this picture.
microplastics.
So I need to fix the filter in my fridge before I do that though.
cool. Dude,
Get
You
a
know what?
Brita.
lived in this
Them
apartment?
microplastics are yummy.
I'm
I've
not
lived in
gonna
this apartment for a
lie.
year and a half, and our water has never
Even-
worked once in the
even
fridge.
Oh
Filtered
no.
Mesa water tastes like dog.
No, it
True,
does
actually.
not. That is such a.
No, it
cat, bro.
literally tastes like
The city
dirt.
water here is.
I don't know about you. Maybe it's your guys' water. Our water tastes bussin' when we throw it through the
You
bridge.
know what the
Water
worst water I've
tastes-
ever tasted is?
Okay, to be fair, you're going from California water to Brita, so I
Yeah.
feel like the difference
There's my
there is
water
gonna
bottles.
be huge.
That's the selection of them.
Did you send it in NWT? Oh
But I gotta
my
see.
gosh.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys have the fucking Great Pacific patch in your fucking.
wait.
room, whatever this
Are you gonna
is.
dox him on set?
It's fine. It's just my floor.
Oh my god.
What in the world? Look at this. Come on, kid.
Bro, pick up your water bottles, man.
This
Oh,
is
it cleans them like
insanity.
once a month.
Oh
Why
my.
is that just near your desk?
Yeah, that's right next to my desk. That's my chair in the bottom corner, bro.
Oh my.
Why do you live like this?
Yo, wait. Yo,
It's just water bottles. I don't really care.
Like, I feel like if a hamster became
Devin,
sentient, this
my
would
wife
hurt.
just said it looks like someone's depression meal.
Yeah.
At least,
that
at
is
least there's
good.
more water bottles than there are Gatorade and
Oh
Mountain Dew bottles.
no.
For the water bottle to Gatorade and Mountain Dew is actually an insane ratio.
Yes.
We
But,
we
and then there's the one Fanta that kind of throws it off, but
yeah. And
The
then the
worst
Clorox.
water I've ever
right next
had.
to it.
Would
it
have
looks
to
like
be-
you just got a case of water and then you just drank it right there, and that was it.
Yeah. You just cracked that open. one at a time.
Well, it's honestly.
Oklahoma
just drop in
University
your
has the
water
worst
bottles,
water,
like-
bro.
Bro, there's like peanut shells at Texas Roadhouse. Bro.
Yes,
sir.
No, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
I know, right? They don't do it anymore. It's
It's so
tragic.
weird.
We
like,
used to be a
before
proper
COVID?
country.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
before COVID, it was just peanuts everywhere, and now it's just
There's
clean
nowhere,
floors.
bro. I
Like
know.
it-
I went there like a couple years ago, and I cracked one of them bitches open. My mom was like, "You can't drop it on the floor, man. Fuck you, mean you can't drop it on? What they gonna do? This is Texas Roadhouse.
What they gonna do? Not clean it up? Like,
Texas Roadhouse, bro. That's insane.
This is Texas. This used to be a country. God damn it.
What?
that's a good
The
water
one
bottle
thing-
collection right there, dude.
That is actually a banger collection. You could probably get like 39 cents for that if you traded in at the recycling
True.
That's exactly what we do, actually.
place.
Yeah, last time we went with like our 8 different bags of water bottles and cans. We got like $20.
We got like 20
you gotta
bucks.
fill them all up with sand so it weighs heavier.
Oh my.
Yeah. They're like, why does this bag of water bottles weigh 900 pounds?
There's a lot of fucking water bottles. Mind your
Just
business.
feel like we crunched them all down, dude.
We actually compressed these all into like.
Well, I'm not saying you put them all. I'm saying you just, kind of cut. If someone gave you a whole bunch of Coke, you don't just sell the whole brick. You take some Coke, put a little
Yeah,
Fanta in there.
but the water bottles are see-through. How you gonna put sand in there and they don't notice?
Okay, not in the water bottles, then put it in the Coke bottles or fucking paint them. I don't know.
Hold on, Earth.
It's like, why is your water bottle
Let's
painted?
spend
Hey, don't
more
worry about
money
it. What are you, a
on
cop, huh?
Well, exactly. Bro, just get a bucket of paint, dip it in there. You guys aren't about this hustle. I understand. This is how I afforded my first concert ticket.
Selling water bottles with sand in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Water bottles with sand.
We'll
Mhm.
just call it that.
TOS.
Yeah, wait, Panic said a camera will be back on soon. My wife is just cleaning up the room now.
Well, we're packing up some stuff, so she's moving.
Oh, dude, I thought she saw
Yeah,
Evan's
I
picture.
saw the water bottle, but she's
She
like,
was
wait.
like, we need to clean right now.
You can't go out like that.
Yeah, that would have
She's
been
embarrassed.
Dude, that would have been great.
That's funny.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
No, she's just packing up some books, and so she was
Oh.
passing back and forth behind me.
Oh my gosh, dude. I thought for sure she was like, hold on.
She's like, wait a minute, I gotta clean up Max's mess. No, I won't do my trash POV, but it's in the trash can. How about that?
Okay.
I mean, at least it's in the trash.
Huge.
My trash is in the trash can. My
Hold
recycling
on.
is on the floor, you know?
Fair enough.
What do you mean our?
What is going on? The one time we surround time and we're all like just joking about water bottles now.
Well, because we're on time, so we have time to goof around.
Yeah, we got time to goof around a little bit. Yeah, for real.
We gotta get the chemistry going.
Yes, we are a week off too. So
Gotta get the
Exactly.
goofiness out so we don't start throwing goofiness in the actual, like, you know, ideas that we want to
Exactly.
do.
Yeah, get all your silliness out.
Rude.
man.
Oh, he's not here. He's not here. He's not,
No,
oh,
he's
he's not
there.
here. Tragic.
K-Stream!
I was like a hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
I was just about to
here
start the
here.
recap, but then I looked at his stream.
The recap is the last roll, baby.
The last roll. What was it?
The recap's the last roll. Oh yeah,
I don't even
Was
know
that
if
just
that's-
deception roll?
that was a sleight of hand. Looks like.
There's a sleight of hand.
Oh.
You might need to scroll down.
It was a sleight of hand and a stealth roll, which were
Oh,
like
I-
almost identical.
For some reason, I thought the last session was at the witch's house, but that was.
We finally
the session
started
before.
my campaign with my friends, and we
With
were
your
like
friends,
level
huh? I see
10,
how it is.
and every roll we do is like between 15 and 25.
What are you, Charlie? Like, relax.
Like everyone's got expertise in something, so it's like plus 12, plus 13, plus 11
I'm back.
to everything.
Holy.
What level are you?
Level
So-
10.
Sorry,
Well, level
Okay,
10.
that's fair. That's fair.
my wife's phone was like going off and it was popping up in my mic. I could see it.
Oh.
And I was like, hold on, I
We
gotta
didn't hear.
run her phone upstairs. So
yeah, we know
Discord
you
Discord
just
has a
confused.
has a noise gate, but OBS does not. So
Yeah, that's OBS doesn't have a noise gate.
not that I've been able to find.
That's
I mean, to be fair, I haven't looked super hard, but yeah.
Surely there's a noise gate in OBS.
I know a lot of these
Okay.
microphones have some serious self noise too. So
All right, boys, welcome back. Finally, session 8.
ABC returns.
wait, is it session 8? I thought it was session 7.
No, it's session 8 now. You guys, the last time was session 7.
It's session 8.
It
Alright.
should be, unless somebody has.
No, it's fine. My stream title is just wrong, but it's okay.
Did you already
Oh,
change it?
Alright.
I changed it on Twitch, not on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, no,
I
it's
see
session. It's session 8. This was supposed to be all the your time and your heist was supposed to be session 7, but you guys had a little bit more fun than that. And we'll do a real quick recap. You guys exited the Vishian Marsh last time, and met with Seraphina, who gave you a bag of gems to appraise. Adam estimated them to be worth about 2,000 gold. But upon getting them appraised, I believe it ended up being 3,000. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys finally did a little bit of shopping, or stealing, or attempting to steal, and fought over your guys' bag of your own bag of holding,
Yes.
which turned out to be one of the most entertaining sequences so far. And then you guys began your reconnaissance to get some more information about the vault in the library, in the Archapothecary's vault in the alchemical library that you're trying to break into for M. M asked you to try and retrieve a potion recipe from there.
Yes.
And you guys did a little bit of reconnaissance. Some of you attempted to start an MLM.
Just me, actually. I haven't.
Okay,
gotten,
yeah,
I
that's
haven't
right.
gotten anybody else on my front line yet.
You tried to convince other people to join an MLM, though.
Only Terragrim so far.
So far.
Oh my god.
And but you guys did get a little bit of information about the guards, the fronts, and some of you gathered information for yourself as well. And at this point, we've returned to the inn that you're staying at, and we can pick it up from there. It's probably we'll say it's been a night. So if you guys have, you can take a long rest if you use any spell slots or anything like that. And you've met down again in the morning at breakfast. Flint, can you roll some just performance for me for your performance the night before?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to click on that.
That's okay.
I'm switching up my prepared spells.
Oh yeah, go for it. Whoa.
Massive.
That's a good start. Yeah, your performance went amazingly last night, the same as the night before. And you're treated to a free meal, all of you. In the morning as well. So as TBC reunites in the morning, you guys have the day. What would you like to do?
All right, first, I want to pull out the book that I stole. I think
Okay.
it was the Book of Destiny.
Yes. Are you looking for something in the book, or?
I just want to present it to the group and say, like, I found this book. It might be useful for what we're looking for, or give us more information on what we're trying to steal.
Book of Destiny, you say? You know, it might actually be your destiny, Sirius, to sell this god potion that I've learned about recently. So I've actually formed a group called Wimterra, and destiny kind of feels like it's in line with what I'm trying to offer you here, you know. So can we maybe set aside some time to chat about this a little bit later?
So this book, I think, could be beneficial if we want to have somebody read into it. It's by a Quintorius Land.
Flint, your proposal falls on deaf ears as Sirius just continues on with what he was saying. Yes, it was by Quintorius Land. Yes.
I believe I found a letter with the same name.
Do you recall where that what that note was? I believe you found it on one of the tables with notes on it, right?
Yeah.
Did you take the note with you?
Yeah, I don't remember if I wrote down what it was about though. Let me see.
It was a bunch of scribbles. As you pull it out, you see it's just kind of equations and there's a lot of like potion recipe like started and scratched out and everything. And then the bottom right corner is the name Quintorius Land, and there's a question mark next to it. And just a little bit more context on the book too. The book does have kind of a little bit of a little bio of the author at the front, and it just says that Quintorius Land is a experimental potion researcher who, on his own time, tries out new potions and tries to make new things for the world, and that he lives, or that rather he lived in Terra, or in Terra until his death about 2 years ago. And that's kind of what you gathered from the book.
Got you. Okay.
At least the bio. Sorry, you haven't If you want to go looking more into the book.
Okay. Seriously though. Is his grave nearby? Can we go like check out his grave, see if there's anything that's gonna give us some more clues about him or this stuff that he's been doing research on?
So far you haven't seen a graveyard, but that doesn't mean there isn't one.
Okay. Because maybe we use this like resurrecting potion on this guy, and then he teaches us how to make more, or something.
Sorry, what resurrection potion?
Or
Yeah,
isn't there like, aren't we like studying like a necromantic potion or something?
Nope.
We have
The potion that
No, I
you're
have a
not
scroll
sure.
that I'm preparing.
Okay, never mind.
Yes,
My
yeah.
bad, my bad.
We have the cat claw potion. We figured out what it does. I don't know. I
what was
can't
that
remember.
potion?
Yeah,
called?
it's a potion.
Friendship?
Yes.
I thought it was
okay.
animal speaking.
No.
Oh.
That was friendship.
And the potion that the potion recipe that Emma's asked you to retrieve, is a potion of destiny. Hence why Sirius thought it would be a good idea to grab this book.
I see.
Can I I guess I'll say I'm not the best reader. If anybody here is more adept at reading, want to skim this book.
Just
looking
give it
for-
to the wizard, bro.
Alright, what is that not supposed to mean?
You're the only
I
one
mean,
here
the-
that even cares about reading, so.
He has a book in his avatar's picture too. So,
Yeah.
Probably carrying a book right now.
if you want to skim through the book real quick, you can make an investigation check to do that.
Oh, that was
Oh
almost 20.
my gosh.
As you're skimming through the book, it's kind of a philosophical book. It's talking a lot about
You have a, wait, do you have
this
advantage?
concept of destiny, and he thinks that there's some kind of potions that could help with figuring out how to get there to one's destiny, or to achieve things in their life. And it's a little bit self-helpy too as you're reading it. It's definitely not written by a scholar. It's definitely written by someone who's more interested in just finding the solution to their own what they want in their life. But
I actually
you
have a
won't.
+5 to my investigation scores
Oh, you do.
because I'm observant.
In that case, you do find mention as well, specifically of a potion of destiny that Quintorius Land was trying to design.
Okay.
Do we know what the potion of destiny does? Have we learned that yet?
It's kind of unclear in the book, at least. With a 16, yeah, it's a little bit unclear about what it would do. I mean, if you sat down and read this whole book, take a day or so to read it, you might be able to learn a little bit more. But it would require some extensive research, because there's a lot of scribbled equations in there too. It's a pretty crude book overall. Again, he's not really a scholar, it seems like, at least that to your understanding, Deathroll.
Alright.
Drill, if you found anything of importance in the book.
I just say that there's a lot of stuff that is more philosophical than an actual like learning type of knowledge book.
You definitely didn't find any recipe for
Yeah.
a potion of destiny in there.
Okay. Well, if this Quintorius Land is dead, and there's no real recipe in that book, then kind of looking like a dead end with that. Unless we have any other ideas. Maybe we can go back and ask one of the scholars if they know anything.
Is there like a town square in this little town that we're in?
Sure, yeah, you guys passed through town square at some point. Actually, it was quite close to where you guys got your gems appraised.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the town square. Y'all can figure out this potion of destiny stuff.
Is anyone gonna go with Flint, or is Flint going alone?
I'll go just because I have to pick up my scroll.
That's right. Yes. It was a dispel magic scroll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe you still owed the 500 gold on it too.
We paid half.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry, you paid 250. You're gonna pay the other 250. That's right. It was a total of 500.
Which means who's holding the bag of holding?
Me.
You're gonna have to come with me to the shop because
Okay.
you have all the gold in there.
Okay.
Uh,
So Flint and Toledo are gonna go to the town square. Where the rest of you wanting to go?
We're still at the library, right?
At this point, it's been the next day. Like you guys came back from the library and
Oh, okay.
Flint performed and such. So you're back at the inn.
I wanna go to like a kind of like a shade. Is there like a shady area? Like not shady as in like no sun, but like
As in, like, as in.
like where the
No,
bees
I
hang out.
understand. He's like, I need a
Yeah.
nice like. Just need to
I need to
relax.
get out of the sun after sleeping all night.
Yes, and to get out of the sun in the inn.
Oh, we lost him. He's back.
I'm back.
Oh, he's
In order to
gone.
find a shady area in this town,
Mm.
you will have to do an investigation check, and it's going to be pretty difficult to find. From what you've seen, this is a very like pleasant, organized town.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for shady places and people, it'll be pretty difficult to find.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to town square with them and I'll roll investigation.
Okay, cool. Anyone else going to town square? Yeah.
I mean, I guess if everyone's going, might as well follow along.
I was gonna go back to the library and see if there was. And I just kind of wanted to look around the building itself and see if there was other ways in besides like the main obvious entrance.
All right, cool. We'll start with the town square folks then we'll move back to Khan, who's doing a little bit more recon of the building itself. All right, yeah, you guys arrive at the town square. Flint, since this was your idea, was there a specific reason you wanted to come to the town square?
Yeah, but we can take care of the scroll first.
Okay.
Oh, my lord.
So then you'll go back to the little shop, little magic shop, and Tleedrill, you'll pay the nice girl the 250 gold. She has the scroll ready for you right there.
Alright.
And
I have Flint pull up the bag of holding and
Yeah.
ask him to give him 500.
How much is that in platinum again?
in platinum,
25.
yeah, 25.
Okay.
Because you guys paid half up front, so.
So 25 platinum. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
When you start pulling out like the 25 platinum, you see the girl's eyes kind of widen a little bit, like, wow, that's a lot of money. Even though she's doing the transaction, of course, like the way you guys pull it out so nonchalantly, it's a little surprising to her.
I mean, we're just ballers. What can I say?
And yes, Tleedrill, you're now the proud owner of a Dispel Magic scroll, which I believe you can use without a spell slot. Is that right?
That should be. It sounds right.
I think so. Yeah, it's a scroll.
Probably just an action.
I think it's just an action to use it. The only thing is it has to be on somebody's class spell list. That's the only reason that you would be able to cast it or not.
With Bard, Cleric, and Wizard, we pretty much got it covered.
Yeah.
Clearly somebody can cast the spell magic.
Wizards got
Probably
it.
all of them.
Okay. I'm gonna step into the town square.
Oh yeah, Bard, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard can all cast it. So
Nice.
You're good.
Nice. Sorry, are we doing something else?
yes, yeah. So at this point, you guys got this scroll. You're kind of head back to the town square. Collegials, you're studying a little bit, just trying to learn how the spell works. And Flint, yes, you were back on the town square at this point. What would you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
So then I have 3 duplicates of myself appear around me. And then I'm going to pull out an instrument and hand each of my mirror images an instrument, and we're going to form a band. And we're just,
Oh, no.
I'm going to pull out my top hat, set my top hat in front of us, and we're going to start playing. See if we can make a little bit
Okay,
of
yeah.
a little bit of money.
Are you kind of organize the band like, is everyone together in a group with all your mirror images, or is it like spread out around in square, or just?
No, yeah, we're all like, like I'm up in front. My 3 mirror images are like kind of like behind me a little bit, each with their own instrument, and I'm like 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we launch into it. We launch into our performance.
Fantastic, yeah. So roll performance with advantage.
Let's go.
This is cool.
Oh,
The nat 20.
And that's
y- y- As you cast the spell and the duplicates appear around you, the people closest to you as they're passing around the square, they get a little bit of a start and they start looking at you like, what's going on? This guy's casting magic in the middle of the square. And so the crowd starts to back away a little bit. But as you start pulling out the instruments and kind of organize yourself and start playing, and your prowess for music has actually grown quite a bit over the last 2 weeks, and your duplicates are playing along in the same tune, but it's like they're, even though the duplicates, it sounds like they're playing it like, this is playing the beat and the harmony and the melody, and it's like it's all coming together into a really nice song. Did you say that you put out a hat or the bag of holding for?
So I remember I bought that really tall hat. That's what I said.
Yes, you did buy that top hat. It was
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So as you start doing it, the crowd quickly comes back, and it attracts people. People are coming outside of businesses. You see shop owners stepping out onto their porches. People are hanging out of windows, and it's like a whole revelry. It's like a festival is going on. And people start coming up and giving donations, and a couple people leave potions in your hat as well. And by the time your mirror images dissipate after a minute, and you finish up your song, and everyone's cheering, and they're actually chanting TBC at this point because they've heard about you guys. Inside your hat is 200 gold pieces.
Let's go.
And there are 2 minor potions of healing in the hat as well.
Sweet. I take the hat, dump the contents into the bag of holding, and then while still holding the hat, give everybody a huge bow. Thank you for letting me, take some of your time. I appreciate all of the donations. You guys all have a wonderful day.
Yeah, and they they keep clapping, and they kind of go about the rest of their day then.
Let's get it.
How much does a minor healing potion heal for?
I believe it's 1d4 plus 4? No.
Okay.
Potion of minor healing. Not the other way around, not minor potion of healing. Um. Yeah, so it'll just be 1d4 plus 2.
Okay.
So it's a they're pretty cheap potions. In fact, they're not even common rarity, but I mean something it's healing.
Nice. Okay, sweet. Thank you.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna walk over to Terragram and I'm just gonna like flick a coin into his palm and just be like, "That's for your deity or whatever."
Okay, I'll take the coin and I'll tell him. Of course, I'll put this to good use.
Thank you.
I call him a
Goes and
cheap
buys a drink.
bastard.
All right. Sirius, you said you wanted to do a little bit of investigating of your own, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll investigation with disadvantage. Just because it's a very nice looking town. Holy cow. As you kind of start, you slip away from the crowd as Flint is playing. It sounds nice, but you realize it's a great time to start looking around for things. And alleys are definitely the place to start. And as you start looking down the alleys, they're actually pretty clean. There's not a lot going on here. There's not a lot of back alley deals or anything like that. No real shady figures. You do come across a cellar, like a stairs leading down into a cellar. And there's a sign just on the door, and it's pretty ratty looking sign. I'll have you do a perception check just to see if you can read what's on the sign.
Whoo.
We're reading.
He's reading. As you look at the sign, it says the Oakstead Bar. And you can hear that with that perception check too. As you're reading, you can hear this. There's people inside.
I want to walk over to the door and knock on it. Is it like a locked doors or like an actual like bar that you can just like walk into?
I mean, if you try the handle, it's unlocked.
Okay, yeah. I'll just walk in.
Okay. I thought that was gonna be interesting. Knocking on a, it's like going up the alleys and knocking on the door.
I wasn't sure if it was like one of those like kind of like hidden things where you like.
Sure.
Yes, a gentleman's club.
You can tell that it's not very well kept. I mean, given the state of the door itself. So it's. This is the only thing you found that remotely resembles what you remember being part of the DSC. And as you walk in, it's a pretty sparse bar. There's some people there. There's a couple people sitting at tables in a corner and pretty dimly lit. It is a bar of sorts, like a tavern, but and this is definitely the people that you've been looking for. It's just not as many as you may have expected.
Okay.
There's probably like, in total, including the bartender, half a dozen people in there.
Okay.
And it's pretty ratty, pretty grody inside.
Pretty grody. I like that.
They don't really they definitely have not hired a maid in a long time.
I'll walk in and walk over to the bartender and sit down. I'd like a drink.
Why should I serve you? He just keeps cleaning the mug with a very dirty rag.
I put 2 gold coins on the table and said, "We pass up free money around here."
The bartender, who's a gruff-looking human, he's got a beard that honestly rivals some of the dwarves in your party. in its length, and it's almost dreaded. It's so like caked with dirt. And he nods to you, and he goes and gets you a pint of ale.
Can I roll perception to see if I noticed him walk away?
I'm gonna say that you actually were so caught up in your playing that no, you probably
Fair.
would not have seen him walk away.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I was jamming.
Yeah. Yeah, because it wasn't necessarily like he didn't really try and sneak away
I see.
either. So people would have seen him walk down the alley, but everyone was kind of caught up in the revelry enough that I don't think. I mean, Terragram or Tledriel, you guys are welcome to roll perception because you guys weren't the ones playing. If you wanted to watch, if Sirius had left.
Sure.
I saw him, but I didn't care.
Okay.
I'll roll. to
He's
see
like,
if-
don't worry, I rolled good. Don't worry.
I don't know why I have advantage on.
No, well, I mean,
It doesn't
we'll take that roll anyway because yeah, you didn't see a thing.
What is that? I didn't notice it.
You were looking at the hat and realizing how genius it was that Flint bought this hat for this reason.
Thank you.
The bartender hands you the ale, Sirius, and he takes the gold without saying anything, and then kind of looks you up and down. I'll have a tiefling in these parts for a while.
Just here looking for a job. It seemed like the right place to look around.
You from north?
I'm from around.
Okay, he nods. He says, plenty of people come through here. We don't have that many stop in. Not sure what kind of work I can get you, or who I can connect you with, but anything you're looking for in particular?
Any other thieves rolled through? Any other noticeable thieves?
Sure, they're noticeable. They stand out in a town like this. But
Any idea where I'd be able to connect with them?
he gestures over to a corner where there's two people, hooded figures, sitting. And he says, "Well, I don't know their story, but they rolled in today, same as you. And they asked similar questions, so maybe they know the score in town or the like."
Okay. I was like, I want to order two drinks for them. Walk over with the drinks.
You give him enough money that he doesn't even ask for money as he grabs the drinks for them.
Okay.
And you head over to the table, and as you sit down, the hooded figures look up at you. One of them is an elven girl, and she has brown hair, but it's pretty. It's also ratty. It's more dreaded than you ever seen on an elf before. Around it's kind of framing her face. The other one is an elven as well, but he's a man, and he is bald and has a lot of scars. Rather buff for an elf as well. As you sit down, they look up at you with questioning eyes, but they don't say anything.
Yeah, I'll sit down and I'll say, it's not many thieves in this area.
They look at you too, like this time a little bit more confused. And they still don't say anything as they look at you.
I want to use Thieves' Camp.
Okay.
And ask them. Just kind of like want to ask them if they can understand Thieves' Camp.
They glance at each other, and they look back at you, and then in Thieves' Cant, the male responds, "What are you looking to do?"
Just looking for a little bit of information on this library that holds this potion.
We've been trying to scout out that library too. It's the only place that's got valuables around here.
Have you ever heard of the Potion of Destiny?
The elf male shakes his head, but the girl perks up and says, I've heard of it.
Well, what do you know about it?
I've heard that it's almost like a wish spell. It gives you what you want. But I also heard that no one's ever been able to make it.
Have you
It
known
is
of
a little
anybody
too
that ever
exciting.
tried to steal the recipe?
The thieves glance at each other again. There's a recipe?
Oh, you guys didn't know. There's a recipe.
And it's in that vault.
Yep, it's in that vault.
Well, the elf girl seems very interested, but the elf male he's kind of leaning back in his chair, drinking the last of the drink that you brought him. Care for anything?
Oh, you cut out.
Okay, I'm back. I'd much rather deal in coin, the elf male says. I don't really care much for potion recipes, especially ones that no one's ever been able to make. I mean, how are you supposed to sell that?
It's more for me to figure out. You guys to worry about later. I know an interested buyer.
Are you trying to get a little bit of help?
We might need some help getting in.
And we were passing through, but we definitely need the coin.
You help me with this, I'll be sure to split some of that coin with you.
They look at each other one more time and look back at you and nod. The elf male should pull, extend his hand. He says, "I'm Galen. This here is Mariel."
I reach out my hand and shake it, and I say, "My name's Sirius."
You have a crew already?
Nah, just by myself.
Roll deception on that one. They nod. Yeah, you seem like a lone wolf. Are you when are you trying to get in?
I tell them that they can meet me out town square tonight, and I'm gonna devise more of a plan. And I'll get back to them when I have more information. That's
They
all.
nod.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And the girl pipes up. We did a little bit of scouting ourselves, and those guards. There's a whole hour at night where they change out. They meet in some room and play a game of cards or something. It's like a break for them.
This sounds like the perfect time.
We'll meet you tonight.
Meet up tonight. Then I'll walk out. I'll put a gold piece on the bartender's counter before I leave, and give him a nod.
And he nods back. Welcome back anytime, friend. And you head out. I'm assuming heading back to the town.
Yep. I'll just go back to the town square, see if I can see Hunzy or not Hunzy, see Flint.
As you get back to town square, it's actually been. It's probably your little escapade took about 30 minutes of your time. Flint, you only performed for a couple minutes since your spell only lasts for a little bit.
Yeah.
And as the crowd dissipated and you guys were kind of meeting up again, and Flint, you were kind of excited about how you did, and you start to realize that you're missing a member. That Sirius has wandered off. I mean, Teledriel had seen him, but hadn't really paid attention too much to where he was going or anything. After waiting around the town square for a little bit, Flint, you talked to a couple people, just passersby that thanked you for the music and are excited to hear more about DBC's adventures.
Oh yes, thank you.
And then Sirius, are you trying to hide where you came from as you come back, or are you just kind of emerging?
No, I'll just walk out.
Okay. Yeah, Sirius kind of just reappears in the square. You guys see him again. He walks up to you.
Sirius, did you enjoy the festivities?
Oh, you know that I did.
That's
I loved it
That's a
so
first.
much. I had to go get a drink afterwards to celebrate.
You actually enjoyed it because you always tell me that I suck.
You know, you're getting better.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you. You've been the hardest fan to earn.
The most honest fan you'll have.
Thank you.
Sirius, is anything in that statement a lie?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to think because, like, at first I was gonna have your roll deception, but then you said that you left to celebrate, or to find a drink, and they're all kind of half truths. So I think your passive deception, I guess, is good enough.
Are there any?
We're actually gonna cut back
okay.
a little bit, so we're gonna cut over to Khan real quick.
Okay.
As he goes up to the library, Khan, what are you looking for?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys do this.
Con, hello.
Is he
Faraz
muted?
muted. Yeah, Faraz muted. I just want to look for, like, I'm not gonna actually go up to the library. I'm gonna just kind of go around it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look for maybe somewhere there could be like an entrance, like a secret entrance. Are there guards outside?
As you're kind of wandering the grounds, kind of towards the edge of the tree line, it's kind of in a clearing. The library is in a clearing, and it seems that the main doors up front are kind of the only ones that you can really see that are visibly lit. There's not any guards anywhere. Roll perception though. or investigation, whichever one you like. That's great. So as you kind of round the building, there is a door, kind of hidden in the back of the building. It's not lit at all. There's no guards of any kind around it, but there is a door in the back.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna stay here for a while and see if there's any like movement that comes through this place, or like if any guards come through or something like that.
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of stay in the tree line for a little bit.
Are you trying to hide in the brush then?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of sight.
Okay. You can roll some stealth then.
You said this is in a clearing, right?
Yeah. So like there's a clearing, and then there's like a there's about 30 feet. 30 yards or so between where you're at and this door.
Yeah. Where is stealth? Here we go. Bro, that was on 16. I'm so sick. Okay, so apparently I'm not being very stealthy, but I'm just gonna sit there and kind of.
Yeah. So you're in the brush. You're used to being in the woods and in the outdoors, so you feel comfortable. And as you're sitting there for a good hour or so, you only see one person. It's a robed man. He's got a white beard, and let's see, he sees you. I'm gonna say that he actually doesn't see you. He rolled pretty low, not quite as low as 4, but he's a little bit distracted by his own whatever he's got in his hands, and he approaches the door and stops by it for a moment, fiddling with something, and then opens the door. And it's pretty dark inside too. Closes it behind him. And over the course of that hour and a half or so that you were there, it's the only person that you saw come or go.
I'm just gonna wander off back to the inn.
Okay. Yeah. By the time you get back to the inn, it's a little bit past midday. You're gone for most of the morning. Just get some food as you get back.
Yep.
Okay, back to the rest of the party. Flint, you were talking about doing something.
Oh, I was just gonna suggest, or I was gonna ask if it was possible for me to get like a like dagger upgrade or something. Is there like a blacksmith in town that I could go see if they? Cause my dagger sucks.
I will say daggers in D&D suck.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
the only way to make it really better is to get a magic enchantment on it.
Okay.
And
All right.
I would say daggers are not what you want to have a magical item.
Fine.
Unless
If you're
like-
a rogue, don't worry about daggers.
There's some crazy daggers out there, but they're all magic.
Okay.
So you are welcome to go look for a blacksmith, but you will be a little bit disappointed in their selection of daggers. They're pretty much exactly.
All
what
right.
you
Never
have.
mind. Then I'm down to do whatever the group wants to do. What time of day is it by this point, by the way?
At this point, it's probably about noon. We're catching up to where Khan it was coming back as well. So you have the rest of the day to kind of do what you want.
Do I see Talidro?
Yeah, you're with him.
I want to walk over and ask if he's had any luck with the spell to get the map unlocked.
Oh, I haven't tried. I didn't want to do
Have you
it
tried?
broad
Yeah,
daylight. I was just gonna do it when we get back to the inn at night. While we're all together.
you. Okay.
Is there anything else you guys want to do, or do we want to fast forward to that time?
I'm down to fast forward.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys get back. You meet back up with Khan. Khan, do you explain what you've discovered at all?
Con, hello.
Oh, let me do it again.
I didn't cut out, did I?
No, it wasn't
no,
you.
it's yeah, I'll just share like where I went and what I saw.
So that's an alternative route for you guys as well. You spend the rest of the day, just chatting, maybe playing some cards or something like that. Does anyone have a game set on them?
I do. All right.
Yeah, so
I have cards. Yeah.
Yeah, so you pull out your deck of cards and you guys, kind of play a little bit. It's not for gold at this point. You're just passing time. And as evening approaches and the bartender sends one of his waitresses over to ask what you want for dinner. Teledro pulls out the map and the scroll.
All right, let's do this.
While Teledro does that, I'll explain where I went during Hunzy's performance.
Okay.
So I was sitting down and like, all right. So during Hunzy's performance, did a little scouting and I found a nice little decent, beautiful bar, and walked into it and I met some lovely people who gave us some information on, how we can steal this map, or not the map, the recipe a little easier. The only problem is they don't know that you're with me because it's easier like that, So I'm gonna meet up with them. The plan is I'm gonna tell them that we're gonna steal it a day later than we do. So we're gonna go steal the map and we're gonna get up out of here before they ever knew that we did. Just free information.
That is so much better than my idea that I just had.
Beautiful. I love it.
That's very
I love
surprising.
I love where we're at right now, Flint. This is beautiful. Let's
Even
keep it
ask
right
what his idea was.
I
I can't
love
believe Flint's idea wasn't better than Fierce's idea.
Do you guys want to hear it
they
anyways?
told me that no.
Oh, okay.
So they told me every night the guards for an hour go away. So we just have to sneak in there, during that time. And I'll meet up with them tonight to, get more information and discuss the plan further. Kind of just
There's no
keep
guards
them going a
outside.
little bit. There's no guards outside of the library?
Not that I saw when I was watching.
Okay.
I don't know if
so
they were
we
talking
can
about
just-
inside guards, but
Yeah, they're.
But you guys do remember that there were inside guards
yeah,
in that
yeah.
guarding
library.
the vault.
I know
Yeah,
they were
right in
and
front of the
guarding
vault.
the vault. Yeah,
Um,
the vault guards leave.
But Khan's
They're
information
not-
is relevant too. That there's
Yeah.
no patrol of any kind that he saw.
Yeah. So my plan is we can send the thieves out tonight. They can do a reconnaissance for us, see if there's any patrols that happen at night. Then we can make our move in a day or so. Steal the recipe and get up out of here.
Okay.
It might be valuable for you to check out that door that I found. You're a little
was
bit
actually,
more
I was-
light-footed than I am.
I was gone when he was doing that for a second, so I actually don't know what door.
No, at this
Well,
point,
I
Khan
just-
explained to you guys.
He means in real life he was gone.
Yeah, like in real life, I was gone.
I just
okay.
essentially I was at the library. I just kind of sat there for a while. I found a door on the side. I just kind of sat there for a while to see if there's any like movement in and out of the door. There's like one dude that came through, but there's no guards, nothing else. So
Is that a door that leads into the library?
it's not like the main entrance. It's like a side door that I
Okay.
found.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I can go check out the door, see if one of the thieves could go check out the door and report back to us.
How are you going to convince them to do this without you participating or doing any work?
Because this is what I do.
I mean,
Flynn.
fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, if you need like a reason to quote unquote stand guard and watch, I'll just play the drunk performer that's walking through this town square at midnight, and you're like, yo, what's going on? I'll stand here and watch while you guys go do your thing. I'll get rid of this guy.
Okay. You know what? I'll make sure that I have that in my back pocket.
All right.
Just, I appreciate your willingness.
You know, I'm just trying to be helpful, you know, because now that you complimented my music, you're never getting rid of me. I hope you know that.
It's okay.
While you guys have been discussing, Tlegio's kind of getting his bearings on the spell. It's a school of magic that you're not entirely used to, but through your studies, you understand that you know there are different types of magic in the world, and you have a grasp on how to use it. What would you like to do, Teledro?
Well, I would like to cast a spell magic on it, on the
Okay.
map.
As you do, I will have you make a check using your spellcasting ability. So, which is it intelligence?
Intelligence.
Make it just a basic intelligence check. That's great. As you cast this spell, you're gathering information and reading and pulling the magic from the scroll itself, which has kind of been imbued with this spell. And what does the spell look like as you cast it?
I'll just do like a green hue.
This kind of green energy covers it. It's almost like it's like a light or like moonlight or something that's coming out of your hands and with this green tinge. And as you hover over the map, it's almost like you're scanning it with this light. And up until this point, the map has kind of been in this container. It's kind of had a little bit of a purple hue about it, purple magical hue about it, and that magical hue disappears entirely.
Can we read the map now?
You are able to open it without any trouble now. It's almost like it was just in like a little shoebox kind of case. It just opens up right from the top, and you're able to finally flip over that map. See it.
Alright, I lay the map on the table that we're at.
It looks like it's a map that has it's got Old Gamea over here. It's got Old Gamea on this map. It's a zoomed in version of it. And many of you, probably all of you, know that on this continent of Old Gamea, there was once a great city, an empire known as Glorl. And then one day, mysteriously, their power diminished, and there's nothing but ruins where they once were. And this map is pointing to a very specific spot in Glorl. and it's got some notes on the side, but it's in a language that I don't believe any of you speak.
Can I use comprehend languages on it?
Yes, you may.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do it twice. Wait, do I have to like roll for?
Nope. Nope.
Oh, okay.
As you cast comprehend languages, you're able to read. You're not sure what language it is, but it just the words almost rearrange till they get to a language that you just can't comprehend on the page. And as you are reading these words, it's describing a very specific place, a very specific cavern underneath a castle. You're not familiar with the specific the proper names of these places. In fact, we'll say that your comprehend languages doesn't really help you understand how to pronounce them either.
Okay. So a tavern
but-
under a castle.
Yes, the Shindig Cavern under a castle of sorts, and you know, and by reading that, you understand about where it's at in Gloral. At least in the future, if you ever want to refer to this map again, you would be able to find that location.
Is the language giant or orc?
It is not.
Okay, I'm proficient in both those. I was just asking.
Okay, yeah,
Is it draconic?
it is not Draconic.
Okay.
Is it common?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, so and from what you can gather of what is reading too, it's a place of great power. But doesn't really describe what's in this cave or if there's any, important things you need to know about the cave or anything like that. It just tells you exactly where it is, and you can gather from the map and from this description that you would understand how to get there if you were, in this place.
All right, so that was useless. This is on an island on the other side of the planet. Whatever, just go throw it in the garbage.
That's a
I
terrible
will not throw it
idea.
in the garbage.
So remember too that none of the rest of your companions read what you read. So they're probably very surprised that for you to just say that.
It's useless, boys. Just get rid of it.
If
What
M
was
wanted it so bad, I'm not gonna throw it away.
That's what I was just thinking.
It was
There's
a map.
no way I wanted something that was useless.
It was a map to your mother, Sirius.
I want to smack him.
All right, make an attack roll.
How do I just smack him?
Just roll a d20. Sorry, just roll a d20. Yeah,
All right.
and we'll add your proficiency modifier too.
Oh, it's over for you.
Oh yeah, it hits. And it's I believe it's your strength modifier is the damage.
Damage.
You lucky.
Yeah, I think it's just your strength modifier. So
You lucky, my strength is garbage. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, you lucky. as hell.
what's your strength score?
-1.
You heal him now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It'll do
That'd be-
it'll do 1 damage. We'll have to do a minimum of 1
Come
damage.
on now.
As you connect, is it a slap or is it like a punch in the face? Like
No, it's a slap. It's
Okay.
a slap.
I'm assuming it's like a slap across like the back of the head. Like
No,
Shut
that's
up,
straight to the
idiot.
cheek. No, that's a
you went to
that's
straight
a-
to the cheek. Oh, okay.
That's a
Well, then,
bitch slap.
That's an instant crit, so that's 2 I'm just kidding. Yeah, he smacks you across the face, Flint, and
And I say, if you mention my mother again, I will burn every fucking instrument you have and you will ever get.
You slap like your mom.
What?
You slap like your mom.
Alright. That's fair.
Um,
Where is his bag at, by the way? Is it on him?
it's it's by his side, but I'll say it's on the other side of him from where you're sitting.
Okay, I'm stealing that. Hand it over.
Bro!
I'll say that you still have to reach across him, so sleight of hand is going to be useless at this point. I'll have you instead just roll a straight dexterity check. See if you can just grab it out from under him.
Yeah, wait.
Flint, can you roll dexterity as well? A dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Holy.
He's able to, as you
Maddie
reach
might
across him to try and grab the bag again, Flint scooches back in his chair and you kind of stumble a little bit.
Not as good with your hands as your mom is, though, I see.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
I'm not gonna stop you from doing anything serious.
Alright, I take out my sword.
As you brandish your sword, the bartender shouts from across the way, "Hey, no weapons in here!"
Mind your fucking business. I point my sword at Flint. And I said, "Do you have anything else to say?"
As you're threatening Flint, the bartender shouts to one of his waitresses, and she runs out the door.
Do I have anything else to say? Just that is all a joke. The map said that we need to look for a tavern under the castle.
Cavern.
Cavern, sorry.
Yeah, cavern, not a tavern.
I thought you said tavern. My bad. Cavern.
No, I said the place was in ruins. So
Let me rewrite my notes because I definitely wrote down tavern under a castle.
honest mistake.
Yeah. A cavern. Sorry, I was still recovering from the slap. Cavern under a castle in Old Gamea. Gosh, learn to take a joke serious.
I wanna walk up to him.
Okay.
And I put my hand on his shoulder and I was like, "You're right." And I'll just put away my weapon.
Yeah, I straight up thought you were gonna stab me just now.
As you sit back down and everyone's calmed down again, you guys realize that the tavern's gotten quiet, and everyone's been watching this interaction. And as you sit back down, people slowly resume their conversations and slowly resume what they were doing.
Yeah, I'll go up to the bartender and I'll offer a round of drinks for the whole tavern to make up for the disturbance.
Okay, and while he gets up, I want to take his bag.
Bro!
Now this is sleight of hand, okay? As he comes around your chair. You don't even feel it come off, Flint. It's in Sirius's hands.
As I walk up to the bartender, I reach for the bag of holding to pay the bartender for the round of drinks and notice that it's not there.
Yeah, you do. It is not there.
Serious, at least toss me a coin or two so I can give this man some money for some drinks.
Go ask your mother.
Okay, never mind that, dude. Oh.
The bartender is very confused with this whole interaction. His waitress returns to the tavern with a guard too, and she looks around and she doesn't know who had the sword. So the guard kind of rolls his eyes and goes up to the bar to get a drink.
I want to walk over to the guard.
Okay.
And I'll say that dwarf over there has been harassing people all day in this bar. I'm not sure what the waitress told you, but he's been in here acting insane. I think you need to handle him.
The guard looks over at you.
You might like Yellow Card on Amazon Music.
Wait.
Oh?
Hold on.
Is
Is that
God?
God?
Alexa?
What in the world?
Did we all hear that divine
The guard
voice?
looked over at you and Alexa was like, nah.
It started playing like this heavy metal station.
What the?
What the freak? I wonder if my wife sees Alexa downstairs and it's like transferring upstairs too. The guard looks at you as he receives his drink and says, "I don't give a shit," and takes a sip of his drink.
All right, then fuck you. And I'll walk away.
He flips you off as you walk away too, but there's no altercation of any kind. This guy seems like he's like already annoyed that there's no action here, so he's just taking his time to take a break and get a drink. Yeah, so now you have the map and where it's leading to as well. It's getting into the evening. You received your food and you guys are eating now. Would we like to carry on to Sirius's rendezvous?
Sure.
Unless anyone has any more questions about the map.
No, we'll discuss
No.
that later.
I'll before he goes, I'll cast this spell and I'll basically try to divine if it's a good idea for him to meet with these people.
How are you, like, what is your course of casting this spell? Like, it says it gives you an example of what you could do, but like, what are you doing in order to ask your patron?
I'm trying. You know what? I think I'll roll some dummies
Okay.
in world.
As you as you pull out a little satchel with just they're kind of golden and silver dice. They have some markings on them that are familiar to you. Probably no one else that's not part of your religion understands what they are. And as you kind of speak this this prayer of sorts and cast the dice in front of you, you understand that you got a result of nothing. Doesn't seem that it could be good or bad for Sirius in this case.
Okay.
You rolled your magic 8-ball and it said unsure.
That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Did you do this in front of everybody as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you probably told Sirius that, seems like there's no harm in making this rendezvous.
Can I step away from the table for a second, or like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, serious. Let's go. Have you meet up with Galen and Mariel.
Is
As you
there
come up
any-
to,
I wanna kind of like sit out and see if I can see them first.
okay. Yeah, you guys had kind of established a time of night to meet up. And the town is quiet at this point. And you arrive earlier than you had said. Why don't you roll stealth to see if you can be hidden while searching for them? Yeah, absolutely. You find a nice spot between a beam and a door, and that offers you a really good view of the town square where you said you meet up. But you know you're hidden. And they emerged from the alleys that you took to find the Oakstead bar, and they came alone, just them two. They're dressed pretty much exactly the same as you when you saw them, as well.
Okay, I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
You know, give him a little nod.
And they nod back. And they leave the square to kind of come to where you're at.
Okay, I say, I've been doing a little reconnaissance of the library. Seems like there's a door on the side that we can take. We can get in. There's no guards that patrol it during the day, but I want to figure out if there's any guards patrolling at night.
They look at each other and nod, and Galen looks at you and says, "So are you wanting to get in tonight and steal the piece or whatever
No,
it is
not-
you're looking for?"
Not tonight. We gotta take our time with this. We gotta make sure we have the guards. We have to have their paths down, the patrols. We can't get caught stealing something like this.
You seem experienced. Where are you from?
Like I said, I'm from around. It's not too important right now.
They shrug at each other and they don't really ask more questions about that. And you guys head over to the library. We'll do some stealth checks, as well as some investigation for you, or perception, whichever you prefer.
Okay. I'd rather do
Yeah.
perception. Yeah.
I will roll stealth for them. Wow. Galen got a nat 20.
Well,
And Mariel got she got a 9, but we'll give her +5. She's pretty well hidden. Galen is a shadow in the night. Let's have you roll stealth once you get there.
okay. Yeah, I'll approach and sneak up.
Yeah, you're right there along Galen. He's you can barely see him too, but you're right up along with him. Behind you, Mariel is making a little bit of noise through the leaves and such as you guys cross, the edge of the clearing. But, and then roll some perception for me.
No.
You don't see any guards as you guys are going about. As you get to this side door that Con found earlier in the day, and you're hiding in the bushes. There seems to be one guard now outside. At night.
Outside the door.
Outside the door, yeah.
Okay.
As you came up to the library, there seemed to be some people on the porch of the library as well. With your perception check, you're not sure if they were guards or not. The lights were still on in the library, It seems to be open very late into the night.
Can we have
But you're not-
Dylan or the other one roll perception to see if they're if
Yeah.
can notice their guards?
Jeez. They did not roll good. It was a 7 and a 3. So, yeah, they know about as well as you. They weren't paying attention up front. They were focusing this rear door. But there does seem to be one guard here.
Okay. Are there any windows that I can see into the library? To like where the vault is, or no?
There are windows. So the library has this kind of taller tower coming up from it. And there's light coming from some of the windows on this tower. The back of the library here, the front obviously has some steps leading up to the floors and everything, and there's lights kind of going in windows around that kind of second floor area. But back here, it's got a whole story, but before there's windows. Right by there where this door is at, there's no windows around it.
Okay. Let's see. We'll have I'll whisper over to the elves and
Okay.
I can't remember which one knew, but I'll ask them. What time did you say that the guards usually go on break?
I think it was like 1.
1 a.m. Okay. What time
Right
is it
now, it's about midnight.
Okay. For the guards standing like in front of the door,
Mhm.
want to cast this.
I will say he is holding a torch,
Okay.
which is how your perception was able to see that he was there.
I'm gonna cast that and make the
Okay.
door fly open.
Um,
If it's unlocked, I want to see if it's unlocked using that. I
oh,
guess.
very nice. Okay. As you cast it, you hear a rattling, but the door does not fly open. The
Okay.
guard turns around to look at it. He goes and checks the door, and then shrugs and resumes his post.
Can I cast? Can I cast it again?
It's a cantrip, isn't it? Yeah, you can cast it.
I want to cast it again, and I want to make the torch that he has like kind of flicker, like make it dim and make it dimmer than it is
Yeah.
right now.
As he's kind of resuming his post, his torch all of a sudden just kind of shortens to a very, very. You have dark vision, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can see it clearly, but he's looking like he's a human. He doesn't have dark vision. He starts looking at his torch and feeling for it, and as he kind of feels above it, he pulls back his hand. Because the flame is still there. It's just been dimmed by your magic.
I'll cast it for the last time.
Okay.
And I want to do the ominous whispers around him, and I want to make him say like, "Run, run, run! Get out of there! Get out of there! Run!"
The card starts looking around. For this, I'll have him make a wisdom saving throw of sorts. Oh my gosh. He rolled a nat 20.
Oh boy.
So he gets frightened, but he doesn't move. He doesn't listen to the voices. He just looks around. But he seems to be a pretty good guard. He doesn't leave his post.
I look over to the elves and I say, "We need to get this guard away from this door so we can see if we can get inside."
They look at each other and nod. You can kind of infer that they're siblings of some, or cousins. They're related in some way. the female, she hops back. Wait, did I disconnect?
No, you're good.
What the heck? Something weird happened.
No, Hunzy did, but I moved
I
him
think
back
it
in.
was.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, what's going on? Muriel nods and she crosses back into the woods a little bit and then comes out on one of the other sides of the library. She comes to the wall and you can see her kind of making her way across the wall. And as she gets around the corner, she starts peeking around the corner to see the guard. And she pulls out some rope and she ties it to her bow, an arrow, and shoots it up, and it sticks into the wood near one of the windows. And she starts pulling on it and comes into the light where the guard's torch has come back from your dimming. And she makes sure she's making a lot of noise as she's doing this. And the guard looks over at her and hey, what are you doing? And runs after her, runs towards her. And so he's left his post at this point.
Okay. I want to sprint over to the door and lockpick it.
Okay. Are you trying to do this stealthily at all?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming it's like kind of like you're crouching down and walking as fast as
Yeah.
you can. Yeah, roll a new stealth check for that. Absolutely. Yeah. You make it to the door, and you pull out your lockpicking set, and then roll your sleight of hand for lockpicking. It's a simple lock. You're shocked. Like, this is a low security place. One guard and a simple lock. That's all it was.
After I crack it open, I want to like motion over to Galen to follow me.
Galen, let's roll stealth. He is not as stealthy as you and runs out of the woods and is like panting as he runs across this field, making a lot of noise. The guard is about to where Muriel is and looks back and sees Galen running towards this open door now. He has yet to see you, but he is confused about what he should do. And Muriel climbs up on the rope and swings across and kicks him down as Galen reaches the door.
Okay, I'll close the door behind him and kind of look around for a second.
As you get in here, there seems to be an elevator of some kind. It's pretty mechanically crude, but there's some artificer has designed a working elevator in this place.
Can I tell if it goes up or down?
You can infer since you're on the ground floor, it probably goes up. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanisms as to tell you what it is. It's just there's a lever.
Okay.
Whether you can and pulling it, you're not sure if you're gonna go up or down.
I'm on the same floor as the vault or no?
You don't know.
Okay.
From what the inside the library, the stairs lead to the second floor. And so you assume that the vault's on the second floor. You're currently on the first floor.
Okay.
Or the basement. You're not positive entirely. It's probably one of those two though.
Okay. I'll take a. Can I do like a perception check to like see, like what room I'm in, and see if anybody else.
You don't need to do perception. It's a simple room. There's nothing really in here. It's just this. It's like a little foyer that leads to this elevator.
Okay.
Seems to be just a back entrance for people that are either, just people that work there at the library.
Okay. I'll tell Galen to check out the elevator for a second. I want to peek out the window, or I want to peek outside the door and see what's going on with the guard and Malin.
Yeah, Galen goes and starts looking at the elevator. As you peek outside the door, you can see that the card's been tied up
All right.
with the rope that Mariel had been using. She successfully tied him up.
All right, beautiful. Is his mouth covered?
She's in the process of putting on a gag as well, but
Okay.
she looks like she just finished tying him up.
All right. I'll tell her drag him back to the woods. Make sure that he's not seen.
And she does so. It takes a little bit more effort for her, but she slowly makes her way down to the tree line.
Yeah, then I'll go back in and check in with Galen. See if
Galen tells you that it seems to rise. It seems that it goes up, and he points to a crack in the floor, and it looks like it's on sitting on the floor, like on the ground. So it looks like this is the bottom floor for this elevator.
Okay. Let's take a. See, here's the issue that we're having now. These motherfuckers done got us all caught up. They don't want to be sneaky enough. Let's see. Let's go up the elevator.
Okay. You get in and kind of close this crude gate and pull the lever. And it makes a lot of noise. It's pretty. There's gears grinding somewhere, and it makes a lot of noise as it slowly starts to kind of rise up. It's pretty rickety too. As you go up more, you come up to a floor, and it stops, and you can see out into it. There's a couple candles in this room, but there's not much. Not much light. Doesn't seem like this room is being used too much right this second. It looks like just kind of a reading room.
Do I know if it's like familiar to the room that I was in when we came and visited the library?
Do a history check. You're not sure. I mean, it looks like the furnishings of the library, but you're not sure if this is like a secret reading room of some sort. Like, it just seems like it's. You do see across the way is an open door with light coming out of it, as well. But the elevator will go up further if you wanted to.
Are there any like windows where I am?
Yeah, you can peek out and see some moonlight coming in, but you're definitely on this second level now.
Okay. Guess I'll walk over to the door and kind of peek through it.
As you peek out, it looks like you're in the library. You do remember that this is the part, and you can see from where you're at too that there are a couple guards sitting in front of a vault door. This leads right into that room where the library meets the vault.
Okay. Perfect. All right, I'll look over to Galen and I'll say, all right, you keep watch here. About what time is it? It's probably been about.
At this point, it's probably been 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes at this point. So you're getting close to 1 a.m.
Okay, I'll tell Galen to stay here, watch this. I'm gonna go look around to see if there's like a window that I can open to get some kind of escape situation situated.
Yeah, you find one of the windows. They are not the kind that open though. They're the solid panes. They don't. These book people are stuffy people. They don't want the windows open.
Okay. Are there any stairs Actually, yeah, that goes back into the room with the vault, so I have to go back downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, you know that there's an exit through that
Yeah.
library section, but other than the elevator, this seems to be the only um, alternative access to this room and upper floors.
Okay. All right, I'll sneak in. Actually, I'll just chill here for a second. We could fast forward to see if the guards leave at 1.
Yeah, at 1 a.m., Galen looks over at you and nods. And the guards seem to be, they actually prop up their weapons against the vault door and actually start headed towards where you're at, this room.
Ah, shit.
There's a couple guards now that you can see as well coming into the building, probably from the outside, that are headed towards this room as well.
Okay. Is there anywhere I can hide in this room?
Sure, yeah, there's bookshelves and such. There's probably some darker corners. Right now it's only lit by a couple candles, probably just to, keep things in this room not completely pitch black.
Okay. Is there any way for me to sneak out of this room before the guards come in from the vault, or no?
From what you've done looking around, there's the elevator and there's the door that they're headed towards right now.
Okay. I'll look over to Galen and say, all right, they're coming over here. We're gonna have to try to find a place to hide or something.
Galen looks at you and says, "We can just take the elevator down.
That's gonna be.
And if they don't see us, then they don't know who came down the elevator."
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this vault before we leave.
I don't know if that's possible tonight.
I sigh and then I'm like, all right, I walk over to the elevator.
As you get in the elevator and pull the lever, the guards begin to open the door as you're kind of descending. What do you do?
We're gonna hit them with the old and fucking faithful right here and slam the door as they try to open it.
As they reach this door, which has been like kind of propped open a little bit, it slams shut again and makes this loud resounding noise as they start cursing outside, and it gives you enough time that as they open the door again, light floods into the room. You're pretty much out of sight as the elevator descends.
Yeah.
No.
When
When you guys exit, the other guard is nowhere in sight. Muriel is standing by the door waiting for you, and you are able to escape back into the night.
All right, I'll ask Muriel where the guard is.
She'll gesture off into the woods somewhere, but she's not very specific about where.
Okay. I'll say. Actually, no. You said she doesn't know where, or she just.
She doesn't tell you where. She just kind of gestures.
Okay. I'll just say. Did he see our faces? Or he didn't see my face for sure.
She shakes her head. She says, "No, I think he only saw me."
I'd say, well, it's your decision what to do with him. Cut him loose or kill him. He knows you. It's up to you.
They always look at each other again and nod, and they ask, when will we, now that we have information, when do we come back?"
I tell them they come back in 2 nights at the town square again.
They nod, and then they head off towards the woods.
And I'll head back to the inn.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to make it back fine. Again, there's no more guards that are out and about. There, as you come to the front of the building, there's no more guards out front either. Yeah, so you make it back to the inn. Everyone's asleep at this point. So in the morning, when they all wake up, you can.
Actually, if everybody's asleep, I want to sneak in the Flint's room.
Okay,
Oh no.
roll some stealth.
This is gonna be, bro. You have plot armor against me. This is gonna be the one time.
He did
Yeah,
make
no,
me
for
promise,
real.
though.
he's-
I told you. I told you you have plot armor against me.
You
Literally the
open the
only time
door
you roll
and
bad
it
is against her.
freaks the whole way as you open
Oh.
it. And as you try and step into his room, there's a creaky board at the front of his room too. Flint, you wake up.
What was that? What?
Roll perception with disadvantage, Flint.
Okay. What's going on?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
There's
And I slump back to
light
sleep.
flooding into the room, and you're just like, "What's going on?" And you look over, and there's a figure standing in the doorway, and he's like, just stopped with the door open.
Quickly, I'll be like, "Sorry, Father. I'm asleep. I promise." And I roll back over.
Okay. Serious. You're saved for the moment.
I whispered, Flint. Flint.
Do I wake up? Like, did I wake up? Am I good?
Yeah,
I don't know.
now you're like, okay, like this is not my dad. Like,
Or
what's
are
going
you
on?
like just testing to see?
No,
if I'll,
I'm trying to see if you're still awake. I'm testing to see if he's
okay.
awake.
Oh, okay,
I'm
um,
passed out. I'm passed out.
yeah, okay, we'll say it's like,
I will continue. I'll advance into
okay. New stealth roll then.
dog. I swear.
New stealth roll.
There we
That's
go.
better. That's way better.
That's decent.
Yeah. So as you get past those two creaky moments, there's nothing else seems to be in the room that's creaking like those.
Why do I sleep so hard?
I don't know. You were the one that rolled perception.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah, I want to take. I want to find where his flute is.
Okay, roll investigation.
Holy.
As you're looking through his stuff, you pick up you pick up something that's like wrapped up, and you're like, this must be it. This must be his flute. What do you do? What do you do?
I want to unwrap it and see what it is.
As you unwrap it, it is a loaf of bread that Flint had been given by the bartender for his performance tonight.
All right, well, I'll take a bite of it and then wrap it back up. Put it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you do so and wrap it up, put it back. You feel like you overstayed your welcome now at this point. You
Yeah,
exit
I'll
his room.
take that.
But hey, you've been out and about, and you feel a little bit refreshed with a nice little bite of bread.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Um,
Can I check the bag of holding to see if there's any instruments in there?
I'll say that's what you did check, is that he looked in the bag of holding for his instruments, and you came up with bread instead.
Well, I have his bag of holding.
Oh, you had the bag of holding. That's right. Yeah. You can do it. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Did you have any instruments in there?
No, I sleep with my flute under the pillow, bro. Clutched onto that thing.
Okay.
You have
well,
more than
no.
one instrument, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, the
the
lute,
flute's
yeah.
the flute's my go-to.
Yeah, as you look in the bag of holding, yeah, you're able to find. Do you have any other instruments?
He can find my bagpipes.
You have bagpipes?
I do have bagpipes, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a big find.
Yeah, you do find his bagpipes in there.
Okay. Well, I'll put him back in there.
Okay.
We're after the good shit here. We want that flute.
All right, and you leave the room, and the creaky door closes. And as you close the creaky door, and it clicks, you hear Flint from inside go, "Oh, oh." And that was the adventure of Sirius. The next morning, if anyone of you use spell slots and everything, you can take a long rest there. Actually, well, Flint, you took damage, so.
That's okay. Yeah.
The next morning, you guys all, meet up again downstairs at breakfast, and
I sat down at the table like I had the strangest dream last night that my dad snuck into my room and ate my bread. But
That sounds about on par for a
yeah,
Flint dream.
I don't know, man. That was a weird one.
Yeah, weird dreams, huh? Happens to the best of us, man. So I'll kind of explain what I've seen. Is there anybody who like actually doesn't know, like in real life, or?
I've been gone for a little bit. I had to go help my wife with something.
Yeah, so just give a quick synopsis.
Okay, so we me and the two thieves went out, did a little scoping. There was a guard that sat in front of the side door at night.
Mm-hmm.
That Terragrim or no Khan had found. We went inside of that door. There's an elevator that takes us to a secret room that'll lead us right to the vault.
Okay. Nice.
And at 1 a.m., the guards leave. The only problem is they come into the room that the elevator leads to. So I'm thinking we just jump them real quick. No silent, no noise. Jump them.
How many were there?
There's only two. But there was two guards on the vault, but there was more guards coming in. But I can't remember. I didn't see how many guards were. How many other guards were coming?
I'll say that you do remember that there was 4 total.
Okay.
There was 2 coming from the front, 2 by the vault, and then there was the 1 by the elevator door.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to check out the vault, so we had to get out of there. So we don't know exactly how to break into that vault, or what we need to break into the vault. This is the only problem.
For the sake of time, I'll have you guys come up with a quick plan, and then we'll jump right to when you guys want to attempt your break-in.
All right, bet. Any ideas?
Can you get in to the main library without them seeing you?
It might be a little difficult. There were some people outside the front entrance of the library at night. Maybe if I got into the library during the day and then hid out there all day.
And hid out there?
Yeah.
Trying to think of a way we can get in without a confrontation with the guards.
Yeah. So.
Well, what if I? So
Doesn't someone have a potion of invisibility?
a
No,
scroll.
I don't think we ended
No, there was a
there's-
scroll of invisibility in the bag of holding.
Ooh.
But what I was gonna say is I could actually go to the town mayor now that I've kind of gained a reputation and offer to do a performance for the guards or something like that to kind of get them all to congregate in one area outside of the room that they're supposed to be in or something. Is that something that I guess I could go talk to the mayor of the town? She'd be like, hey, I noticed that I didn't get to see a lot of the guards at some of my performances. Would love for them to feel included. I don't know.
We could try. That would probably change up the timeline then, because you wouldn't do a performance in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is 1 in the
Also, it's a
morning
lot more exposure.
when they take their break.
Okay. Well,
Is there any, from what you saw, Sirius, is there any way to get in without a confrontation?
We can get into the side door. Maybe sneak in before 1 a.m. Like kind of like get into the library before 1 a.m. Have you guys? I can stay. What are you? Sneak out in the library all day. Get you guys in through the side door, and then
or Sirius, could you sneak in every night for the next couple of nights and use your I don't know how to say it. Thaumaturgy. Totally said that wrong. And like make the guards believe that the area is starting to become haunted or something, and then we can come forward and be like, hey, we have a cleric here who could maybe purge this building of some bad spirits, and while he's distracting the guards with like this, we sneak by.
sneaking in every night would be such a risk. I barely got out without getting caught that time.
Did you explain to the rest of the group that about your plan with you did explain to them about your plan with the two elves, right?
Yeah.
So you
That
all
means it has
know
to
as
be
well
tonight.
that the elves
Who's
are
two?
going in tomorrow night thinking that it's the heist.
Okay.
No, I said meet up in 2 nights in the
Yeah,
town
so
square.
so
Yeah.
then tonight
So
is
we had a night.
Wednesday. Yeah.
tonight and tomorrow
So,
night.
so
Yeah.
we have one night,
Okay.
and then the next night is the night.
So
that you guys
this
are gonna
this
be
night
playing.
is like your go
So we have
to.
to do it tonight.
The next night the elves are gonna attempt
see.
to get
Okay.
in. And I'll say that you guys are smart enough to understand that if the elves don't get in the next night, they might add
They're
more
gonna
guards.
have security. Yeah.
Yeah, up security. So your best night, based on what Sirius's plan is that he had created with the elves, is to do it tonight.
Okay.
I have a sort of bad idea.
Okay,
Sure.
let's hear it.
Wouldn't there be the least amount of guards right after they catch the elves and are taking them away?
Let the elves get caught, and then
Sneak in before they get back.
It might be our best bet, but I don't feel great about betraying, even though I didn't talk to them. I don't feel great about you betraying them like that.
it'll be all right. The thieves.
Have we tried asking to get a meeting with the arch apothecary?
We asked the guards, and they told us to go away.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no one's asked about meeting with the arch apothecary. No.
I asked the guards, and they told me to leave.
Why don't we ask someone else, like the mayor?
I don't really think that's the mayor's problem.
Maybe not, but he might have good word with
He
him.
might be able to tell us who the arch apothecary is, which we don't even know that much. So I think the longer we stay here, the riskier it is, though.
Yeah.
We need to get this done as soon as we can.
Maybe I can meet up with the elves. Tell them that we're gonna do it tonight. That we have to do it tonight because they're gonna move the recipe if we don't. Send them in, let them get caught. We come in after.
Let's do it.
Okay, is that the plan?
Yeah.
All in agreement.
All right. So, we will fast forward tonight. You guys are all prepped and ready to go. Sirius, you've spoken with the elves. They were back at the bar. So it was easy to find them. And they completely believe your story and everything, and said, "Right, sounds great. Let's do it." Do you tell them anything? Are you gonna go with them, or are you sending them, in a different route, and you're gonna head out from a different, vantage point or something like that, or?
I'll have them go in through the side door.
Okay. and you'll be out with the rest of them. I'm assuming at the front.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have everyone roll stealth, and this will be a group stealth check. So as long as 3 out of the 5 of you roll above a
As we are about
14.
to start this, though, I would like to cast Enhance Ability, Cat's Grace on Sirius for advantage on all dex checks.
Okay. Great. Yeah, you have advantage, Sirius, on your dexterity checks,
Beautiful.
and that's an hour, so that's a good amount of time.
You're gonna have to carry this stealth roll.
Oh.
10's not awful for heavy armor.
Yeah, that's not
Wait,
bad.
we're rolling with disadvantage?
I have heavy armor.
Just
on.
him. He has heavy armor on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're just rolling regular ones, but we just have to have everybody over. 3 of the 5 you have to roll above a 10.
Boom.
So you have advantage
Oh,
on
we
that
got
stealth
it.
check, by the way. That it looks like it's a success. Sirius, can you roll one more, just for advantage?
Okay.
Because if you roll not 20, then it's like a definite success. But 19, yeah, that's great. Yeah, so thankfully your sneakier companions help you out a little bit, and you're able to blend in. Just outside there's some bushes towards the front of towards those stairs. Gives you a good vantage point of the front doors, and you're able to get there without the guards seeing you. As you lie in wait, you start to hear something from inside. And the 2 guards out front look at each other and head inside the library.
The guards that were at the main door.
Yes. After a couple minutes, they are escorting out the 2 elves, which the rest of you seen for the first time. They look pretty beat up, and the male elf has got a snarl on his face, and he keeps looking around, looking for someone or something. And you see there's 3 guards that came out. When you guys got there was 2 outside, and 3 came out, and they're escorting these elves off the premises. They pass by where your hiding place is, and none of you they don't spot any of you, and you are able to make your move now.
Alright, we're on a timer. They're not going to be gone for very long.
As you get inside and start making your way through the library, we'll keep your guys' stealth checks for now. And you see that there are no guards by the vault door.
Okay. Can I walk up and see if I can crack this vault?
It looks like a pretty intricate lock. You've dealt with something similar in the past, but it's pretty intricate. You do have advantage on your sleight of hand check to try and get it open, but I will say you will have you'll have a total of 3 tries to get it open before the guards return.
Okay. It's like 3 tries, and then they're just here automatically, or I don't get 3
Yeah,
tries?
so like as you're trying, like each try is gonna take a couple minutes to try and
Okay.
get it working, and then the guards will be returning, or a guard will be returning at some point.
Can we come in
But
through
yeah.
the main doors over here, like we did last time?
Yeah. So those are the main doors.
Yeah, I'm just going to camp out over there
Okay.
while Sirius is doing his thing.
Actually, I can get you guys back on this layer. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, go for it. Make a perception check for me, Con.
That's the wrong thing.
Yeah, you have a good vantage point of the doors and you're able to tell if there's movement or anything.
Actually, can I run down to Khan and I want to give him my handheld telescope.
You're what?
I have a handheld telescope.
Oh, yeah,
Like
sweet.
a handheld swimming, so you can get a little more.
Yeah, we'll add 3 to your perception check. So yeah, you have a very good view. You can definitely tell when they're going to be coming back. So, Sirius, I'll have you roll your first sleight of hand check with advantage, and I'll tell you that to get into the vault, you're gonna need a 19 or higher total.
Sorry, ignore that. Ignore that. My bad.
You're the-
Oh.
Look at that, dude.
First try.
First try,
First
baby.
I was gonna say
baby.
20. I was gonna say 20, and then I was like, no, 19. No, it's first try. As you guys get all set up and get your watches and everything, Sirius, in minutes, you hear a click, and suddenly this door is open.
Okay, I wanna. Do I still have that book from Quantavius, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
I wanna rip out a page of that book, and just have it so I can use it to replace whatever we're about to steal.
Okay, yeah. You look through it and you find something that talks about this potion of destiny, and you tear out that page. What do you do with the book?
I'll just put the book back where I had it. Just put it
Okay,
in
yeah,
there.
just you'll put it on like a table or something. This library is pretty unorganized, so you're not sure where it goes. But yes, you have access to the vault now. Con, you do see through the telescope that down the trail leading up to the library, their guards are returning.
How far?
They're probably 150 yards out. They're headed up, so they'll be here in a minute or two.
Alright, guys, we have 2 minutes tops.
Alright, I'll go in and start looking around the vault.
Okay. Everyone else, I'll say that you guys are probably curious enough that you go in as well. Sirius,
Probably have like someone
you-
stay back and watch.
Yeah, I'm still by the door.
Okay.
I do want to, as we get to the entrance of the vaults, let me make sure this isn't it. Okay, as we get to the entrance of the vault and I look in, I want to use find traps.
as you are you gonna try to cast that now?
Like as we get to the entrance of the room and I can see inside.
As you're looking inside, it's a room and it's pretty sparse. In fact, there's only a couple large stones in this room, and some golden statues, and there's some sand around these large stones, and there's another set of doors on the other side of this room. As you cast find traps, you let's see. You do learn that there are about 3 traps in this room. You don't know exactly where they are, but there seem to be 3 traps within this room. And you do know that one of them can harm you.
Only one of them can harm me.
Only one of them can harm you. The other ones are don't seem to have like a physical harming effect.
Okay, I got this.
I'll tell Sirius. There's 3 traps in this room, one of which is harmful. The other ones might be to alert someone to our presence here.
The guards at this point are reaching the front doors.
Okay, I will actually. Can I turn around and go back to where Khan's at?
Yeah.
And I just want to be ready for when the guards get there because I would like to use friends.
Okay. As the guards get up to the door, they stop, and there's only you only see 2 of them. The third probably had stayed with, maybe he was giving a report of some kind. And neither of them come inside. In fact, neither of them even look inside the library. They just take posts outside the front.
Okay, never mind.
Beautiful.
Huge.
At this point, those of you who are looking into the vault now, you can tell this room is some kind of antechamber. It's not really where things are stored.
You said that there was another room or another door in the
There's
vault?
another set of doors across the room. Yes. In fact, let me get you guys over there now. We'll do turn-based style again, like we did with the library originally. I forgot to put a door here, but you guys came in through this area here. Khan and Flint, do you guys want to join them in this room?
I did not.
Okay.
Con stayed back. I don't know about.
And then Flint, did you join Ammo as well? Or are you staying
no,
back?
I'm gonna stay back with Khan.
Okay. Yeah, you're in this room. There's some symbols on the floor. There's these large stones, and these 2 golden statues on the other set of doors. And you do know that there are 3 traps in this room, as a Telegram was able to sense. Actually, Telegram, you're able to sense that that the door and the 3 traps are all affected by a glyph of warding.
Okay, I'll tell the other 2, be careful of any markings or writing on the floor. That'll probably set off the traps. And then
Are the traps like how are traps activated or glyphs? Is like if you step on it or if anything hits it?
I believe so.
I believe those traps. Well, let's see. We'll have, before you guys do research on it, someone make an Arcana check to see if you guys know how the glyph of warding works. Yeah, Talidral, yeah, you understand that the glyph of warding is usually it's proximity or touch. It can depend based on it's nearly invisible. It actually requires an intelligence check, an investigation check against your spell save DC to be found. If you want to find the specific spot where it is at. But the triggers can be touching or standing near it. It really just depends on what the person who created the spell chose to do. So you may not know.
Don't forget about your glasses, Talidra.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we'll do turns. We'll just go Terragrim, Teledriel, Sirius in that order. And we won't worry about however far you want to move in this room and such, but we'll let you take turns on what you want to be doing. So Terragrim, you're up.
Yeah, I'd like to just sort of start walking around the outside of the room while, like, just basically staring at the floor for any
Okay.
glyphs.
Roll investigation then. And you're supposed to see a DC of 13, so that's 13 is what you need to beat to find a trap.
Huge.
I will say that you, as you're walking around the room, you are able to find we'll let you find this one trap. There is a trap that seems to be on this gold statue here. It doesn't seem to set off as you're looking around, but there is a trap there.
Okay. I'll inform the others.
Okay.
One of the statues seems trapped, the left one.
Teledriel.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna pull out my magic glasses and look around.
Okay. Are you looking for something in particular?
No, just investigating.
I would like you to have something like particular you're looking for, like what this room
Okay.
is for, or something. Just because, yeah.
I'll look at the two statues then.
Okay. Yeah. As you do so, you can roll. And does that give you advantage, or is
Yeah,
it?
the glasses give me advantage.
Okay. So yeah. So roll advantage on investigation on the two statues.
Oh, come on.
As you look, it's definitely enough. As you look at both statues, you realize that both of them have a trap on them.
Okay, I just
But from what you can tell, it doesn't seem like they're much more than decoration other than the trap on them.
okay, I just call out to Sirius and Terragram and tell them that there's traps on the statues, but I
Okay.
don't know what they do.
Okay. Sirius, what do you want to do?
I'll move up here and I want to investigate the door. See if it's
Okay.
trapped.
Roll investigation. You can tell that this door has a trap on it as well.
Okay. You said we're not worried about movement here?
No, you can just move around.
I want to come up here and
I
disarm the trap.
So it's a magical trap. In order to get rid of it, I believe you have to use a dispel magic spell. You're just able to find it, but you
Can we determine whether or not it's the harmful trap or the alarm
it's
trap?
likely the harmful trap if the two statues have presumably the same trap on them.
Yes, you did discover that there's 3 traps total, so you found all 3, and one of them was harmful. The other 2, you're not sure what they will do, but they don't seem to be able to harm you.
Okay, can I roll a ball bearing at the door to see if it triggers the trap?
Yeah, you can do so. As you roll this ball bearing at the door, it hits the door, and suddenly there's an explosion of frost that lashes out in your direction. I'll have you make a dexterity saving throw. You're able to dodge out of the way of this since you're so far away. and it hits the wall, and there's this big spray of ice on the wall. As you look back at the door, the trap seems to kind of regenerate itself. And the
Found the
rune
harmful
that's on
trap.
the door is still there.
I'll look back at them and say, well, found the harmful trap. Is there any way that we can disarm it? Or destroy
Is-
it?
Seemed like it regenerated like instantaneously, or was there a little bit of time?
It looked like it was pretty instantaneous. It was, the trap went off and then it began glowing again.
Do we know how much damage that would do if it hit us?
You're not sure. You're not sure.
You said warding spells can only be broken by dispel magic, right?
Yes, unfortunately, the Dispel Magic scroll you had was used up.
Yeah, we
Oh,
used
yeah.
on the map.
Hey,
It's not multiple use.
doing damage to it won't break it either.
Yeah, what
Mm.
what does the trap look like?
It's a set of runes that kind of interlock. It's kind of got a bluish hue to it.
Okay.
The other ones have more of a grayish brown hue to their runes. But this one seems to glow like an icy blue. If you want, you can do an Arcana check to kind of try and see what kind of spell it is or what.
Or why not? Doesn't hurt.
You can tell it's an evocation spell for sure. And you actually may even be familiar with it as a wizard. It's not something that you and your school of magic, your chosen school of magic, use, but it's familiar. And I'll tell you, it's a second level spell.
Okay.
There as well, which you guys have not looked into.
What about these? Whose turn? Oh, it's not my turn, is it?
Terrigram, why don't you make a choice?
So there's all these pillars surrounded by sand.
Yeah, so it's like they're kind of like large boulders that are shaped in a almost like triangular sense, where they're start small at the bottom and come up to a point. I just described a triangle to you all.
Yes. Not a triangular in the sense they're a triangle.
Triangular in sense, two sides and a hypotenuse.
Allegedly.
Bro made up a new shape. It's called a triangle.
Yeah. But did you want to investigate them closer?
I would like to investigate. I don't know if I can do both on this turn, but I want to see if there's any sort of like anything that seems odd, like any buttons or any plates that seem like
Sure. Yeah. Roll investigation on that.
are on the base.
You're looking at the rock and it doesn't seem like. I mean, it looks like a rock triangle. It is covered in markings though.
Is it by chance in a language I recognize, or is it like magical like language?
It seems
or-
to be some kind of symbol, and it's repeated across the rock. You know what? I'll even show you what the symbol looks like too. The symbol I just showed you next to the rock. That's what it looks like.
It's borrowed on my shield.
Yeah.
I'll yell out to the others. There's some sort of strange symbol on this rock. Check the other ones. And then so that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Talidra, I'll have you come over to check this one, and Sirius, you can investigate this one.
I have a question.
Yeah.
These diamonds, are they just like carpets?
They're just like like a marking on the floor. It doesn't
Like,
seem
yeah, like paint or
anything,
okay.
yeah, magical about them. You guys have been stepping on them fine. It's, yeah.
Okay, that's I just making sure.
It's like tiles on a floor kind of thing. This is,
Tragic.
yeah, I'll say that your investigation, you don't learn what the symbol is, but you see it, and this is what that symbol looks like. Julie, can you roll investigation?
I still have my glasses on, so I get
Oh yeah, you get advantage. Yeah,
advantage. Tragic.
not great. So, yeah, you still don't know what they are.
We're not getting anyone.
There is a fourth one, Terrigram, if you want to check that one out.
I'd like to check them, and just if I'm allowed to do both, I'd also like to see if there are the tiles. Are they symbols on the floor, or are they?
No, we just explained that they're just tiles.
just
They're like
explained
you
that.
haven't been,
Why?
you've been
You said they
stepping
were
on them.
markings, so I didn't know if that.
Yeah, it was
meant
just
like-
a fun design that I can't.
Yeah, just making sure that they don't seem like symbols.
No, yeah, and you know that there are no more traps in the room. So, roll your investigation for this rock. Yep, you just see the symbol. You don't know what they do yet. None of you figure
word.
out what they do. Taledriel, I'll tell you that as a wizard, you recognize that these symbols they're magical in nature. You can feel a presence of magic of sorts.
I'm going to detect magic
Beautiful.
on just the rock in front of me, like the rune.
As you do so, that rock starts glowing. The statue near you, with the symbol on it, the trap glows a little bit, and it's within 30 feet. So, I believe, these other two rocks here also begin to glow a little bit, and you learn their schools of magic as well. The one on the statue is the same as the door, still evocation. The one in front of you, you learn that it has enchantment. The one over to your left, abjuration. And the one next to Sirius, transmutation. And we'll say, just for kicks and giggles too, this other one by Terrigram is evocation.
Okay.
I'll bring up oh, there you go. You can see the wording at least. Where each one is.
And the door was a evocation spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, evocation.
I'll say too, that you recognize that these symbols are actually on these rocks match the different schools of magic that you have learned. These symbols are the schools of magic that you just identified.
Okay.
What if we get the door to laser one of the rocks? Laser the evocation rock?
You're welcome to try.
I
was more
have
of a
some other
asking the group.
I have some other ideas when it's my time to investigate stuff.
Con and Flint, are you guys still just chilling out front, or are you curious about what's taking so long?
I'll turn to Con and just be like, hey, I'm gonna go check up on them. I'm a little worried that at any moment now the guards might walk in.
Okay, tell them to hurry.
Okay. And I'll head back.
Okay. Flint, you do come into the room. We'll say they catch you up to speed on what they've learned.
I was about to say that I'm gonna tell them about the traps, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. I would double them on the traps. And then, yeah, seriously, if you want to try your hand at it. Terrigram, did you say you had other ideas though?
yeah, Tergrim notices that there are these pillars. Do these pillars have any markings on them by chance?
No, they seem to be decorative in nature.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to try, if I'm allowed to do both in one turn, is I don't know if you just thought we did or not, but I want to try touching the rock.
Doesn't seem to do anything to you. You know it's not a trap. So you're not exactly. It doesn't really feel like anything different than a rock.
Yeah, I'll come behind the rock.
Okay.
It's my boy. And I'll throw a ball bearing at it.
Okay. As you throw the ball bearing and it hits that mark on the door, it shoots out towards where that came from, and hits the rock. The rock begins to glow, and all of the symbols on it begin to glow, and you hear almost a click as it stops glowing and it just stays there, stays glowing.
We heard it click on the door or like near the rock.
Yeah, you hear it sounds like it's near the door. At least came from that direction.
Oops, sorry.
Grease? I've never seen this before.
You never seen Grease before?
What are you
Great
greasing?
smell.
Massive.
Grease is great.
What did you say, Serious?
I was just saying Grease is massive, but no.
Flint, since you're here now too, you are welcome to make an action if you'd like.
Yo, guys, we gotta hurry up. We don't know. Like, the guards are here, but they're just posted up outside. We're not sure if they're gonna come in and check in. What's going on? What do we need to like? What do you need my help with?
Go look at the door.
Okay.
Bro.
It's gonna get downed.
I'm
As you
staring at the door.
Approach the door. What do you do?
I'm over here looking at the door. It looks like a door, Sirius.
Does it appear to be opened?
I don't know. Let me reach out and grab the handle.
As you touch the handle, I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
quick reflexes. You as you touch the door, it feels very cold, and all of a sudden you look over and you see there's some kind of icy blue symbol on the door, and you jump out of the way just in time as another blast of ice shoots out past you.
Yo, you trying to kill me? I said I was here to help. What's going on here?
You are helping. Now we
helps.
know that the door is still locked.
Um, Terragrim, I think it's your turn now. There's still 3 other rocks.
I'd like to take a ball bearing from Sirius if he'll lend me one.
Okay.
I want to go over here, like hide behind the rock a little bit, and throw a ball bearing at the door.
Yeah, same thing happens as serious as you hit the door. The ice blasts the rock, but no glow this time. No click.
Why are we throwing ball bearings at the door?
We're trying to get the door to open up. The lift that's blocking the door is the evocation spell.
Yeah. My turn.
I want to also call out to Drill and just say, because he still has detect magic up, and just ask him if any of the magic in the room seemed like it changed.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Drill. It won't count as your turn. You reply, yes, there is magic. As far as you can tell, nothing's changed except for this rock over here is now glowing constantly.
Okay. I'm going to use Usher's Hideous Laughter on this rock.
You may do so. You cast on this rock, and you hear the echoes of laughter, but not from the rock. It's just there's just an echo of laughter because
Paragraph.
it's Tosh City of Laughter. Um, the rock begins to glow. This time a pink hue, and there is a click on the door.
Okay.
This is what I was worried about.
Wife aggro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was Talidro's turn. We'll go to Sirius now.
Actually, can I say something on my turn?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna call out to them that we have to use the schools of magics on these rocks.
Well, in that case, I am
Transmutation.
useless.
At least that's what I understand.
Do I?
Let me see here if I got
I do.
Which
My
one?
enhanced ability is transmutation.
Okay, good.
What is hellish rebuke?
So hey, never mind. I won't say.
I'll say you can't cast Hellish Rebuke on the rocks because that's a reaction. I guess the only
Rock
way you
never
could
did
do
nothing
it
to you, bro.
What if I
is if
punched a rock and it hurt my hand, and then I used hellish rebuke on it?
you know what? If you did that, I would allow it. You had to
Well,
make an
that's
attack
good.
on the rock, though.
I think that's an evocation though.
Is it?
Hellish
I was gonna
Rebuke
say, I don't know what
is.
school of magic it is.
I will tell you,
It's,
it's evocation. So
Okay.
that was a funny way to do it, though.
What about what is? Can I use thaumaturgy or whatever it's called?
Thaumaturgy, I believe, is a transmutation cantrip.
Okay. I
What
want
would
to
you like to do?
use that on the rock and make it tremble.
Oh wait, that I forgot about that. I have.
As you cast Thaumaturgy, the rock shakes a little bit, and the sand starts to rumble a little bit around it. Terragram, it's like a mini earthquake next to you, and the rock starts to glow. This time a yellow hint.
Alright,
Flint, it is your turn.
we need an abjuration.
I didn't mean to click that.
Okay. So we have the laser going to the evocation, or the evocation rock is good.
It's just the abjuration.
Everything except for abjuration is good.
Abjuration is the only rock that's not glowing now.
I have if you don't.
Okay, what counts as an abjuration?
Look under the
It
spell.
should show you
under
what.
the spell.
Abjuration.
Yeah, underneath the spell, it should show you.
Typically, as like a rule, it's more of like protective type spells.
Okay.
Heroism, maybe?
Would Blade Ward work?
No, that's on self.
Blade Ward is an abjuration spell, yes.
But it's on self.
Oh, it's on self, yeah. So you can't do that. It has to have a target other than self.
Okay, heroism is an enchantment. Divination, evocation, enchantment. Yeah. No. No.
Is there anything happening out by me?
No abjuration for me.
Roll a perception check for me, Con.
And then he has the. I guess
Plus 3 to that, so 17.
17. So you take another peek out the door, and there's two guards standing there, and there seems to be a group of people headed towards the library now.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way into the room and tell them that we got company. We need to get going.
All right. Somebody cast an abjuration so we can
Is it my
get up
turn?
out of here.
It is your turn, yes.
I'll cast Shield of Faith on the Abjuration one.
Okay. As you cast it, begins to glow orange, and there's like another click, and the glow on the door fades.
All right,
Gonna
let's
move
give
up
this
and
a go.
open the door.
I'm so smart.
The door's still locked, it seems, but it's not. There's no glyph or anything that attacks you as you touch it.
Curious, door's
I'll
locked.
lockpick it.
Okay. You at this point you probably can still roll.
I will be honest and say Shield of Faith is technically a concentration spell. I don't know if you want to count it as breaking.
No, we'll say that you concentrated during the time you cast it.
Yeah, just
So
Boy.
yeah. easy lockpick for you again. It was a 19 as well. So yeah, you're able to get it open, and it clicks open and swings out as you hear another click, but this time from behind you. As you look back, the door to where you're at now has been locked.
no goal.
The vault door to get out is locked.
The vault door to get out now is locked.
Okay.
The way to go is forward.
As you head forward into the room, this is more like the vault that you were looking for. It's almost like a study of sorts. It's got some much older looking books. It's got some experiments on tables. It's got papers and a couple pieces of gold here and there, and rare elements. There's a mirror on the wall. There's actually a pot of potion that seems to be boiling in the corner as well, but it's on like a low boil, like a simmer. So probably no one around to. It's just there cooking. There's seems to be some kind of rare artifact in the middle of the room as well, depicting planets, and it's not the vault that you expected, but in some senses it was. Quick question. It's 8:50 now. Are we ending at 9?
Yes, I have
anyone-
to wake up. I have to wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
have an early day tomorrow, tragically.
Okay. All right. We will. You guys are in the vault now. We'll pick up again next week from here. You are locked in the vault currently. So figuring your way out is probably going to be next time as well as finding this.
So
Potion recipe.
we're locked in the vault. Like even if the guards come and check, they won't know that we're in the inner part of the vault.
As far as you can tell, no one knows that you're in here.
Okay.
And
Cool.
as you are now, wandering in this mystical archive of a vault, this room over here clicks open.
This one on
And
the
it-
top left.
Yeah, and a man emerges, carrying a box full of potions. And he looks very surprised to see all of you. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Okay, dude. This guy with his cliffhangers, man.
We found them, boys.
The arch apothecary.
Dang.
Or some homeless dude that carrying some potions.
The guy here before us.
It was the other one. The other the thief that the elves tipped off. Here, you can see him closer too. He's got golden potions.
Oh,
Nice. All right, coolio.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for the sesh.
Yerp.
Question 2: did we have a timeline of when we wanted to finish the campaign?
Probably.
We could probably just fill it out, honestly, like as we go along.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably.
I know
I would say before June.
that's the goal for sure. Actually, I was hoping to be finished beginning of May.
That's perfectly fine with
But-
me.
I will say that your time in Thera has taken 2 sessions longer than I thought it would.
So, because we just take our time doing everything.
Well, I'm learning as a DM too. I'm learning that like it's okay to have like time to do different things, and
Mhm.
We
you know,
a
you
bit
don't
of
have to
side
just-
questing.
Yeah.
tackle a whole town in one day kind of thing. So it's kind of been fun to learn a little bit more about Thera and things that happen here.
Cool.
So cool. It's gonna be through May. I will warn you, I am moving at the end of this month, so we may have another week off.
Oh, you're moving?
Yeah, we can't afford our place anymore, so we're moving with my in-laws.
I
So-
mean, fair. That place is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I have been trying to get a job for months, and